spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on last year's national champions, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Wolverines will kick it away first. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So Purdue's offense will come out first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start...
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Boilermakers headed quickly to the line. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the Big House. He rifles one deep down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one. Complete downfield. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Clemens. Makes the grab on the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. From the gun. Trying to ball his way in. Touchdown, Wolverines. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Addison. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. The Boilermakers are in the hurry-up. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Jones wants to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking.
There he goes. Smashes ahead. Just plowing ahead. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Boilermakers are flying down the field. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. They make a stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Now on the option. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Handoff from the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The option look. He'll toss it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone. The Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
He'll ride his man on the option. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Washington. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to...
Brings him to the open. The 40. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He leaves it with his back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll do it himself. Plows through the defense. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Jones wants to throw it. Hauls it in. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the option. They'll go to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Addison. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Clemens. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
On the third play of the drive, third down, is the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Makes one man miss. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Fires to the middle. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That back got thumped, and that happened fast. That linebacker got in there so quick.
And the most important thing for the back, when you see that coming, make sure that football is riveted to your rib cage.
You lose the football, you lose the ability to carry the football.
Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Jones to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes him talk to the hand. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air on 2nd down. He's got him. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Looking downfield, it's Clemens. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Got it in the middle, it's Smith. He'll make the stop at the 21 after a pickup of about 5. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. With the catch, it's Addison. stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. The Boilermakers brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Nanoseconds until he was swarmed under for the sack. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Jones wants to throw it. Got him downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Pressure coming. Get all you can, then get down with the slide. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And the try is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Boilermakers will kick it off to start the second half. Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Michigan offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
He'll pull it down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking downfield, it's Clemens. Oh, they're after him. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Running to Green. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Got a man. It's Smith. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. He'll pull it on the read. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Boilermakers in the hurry-up.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Goes to the option. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any conclusions.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. To the air, it's Clemens. Forced out of the pocket. And the ball's on the ground. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on first down. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of running room. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throwing catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Using the quick game. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Got his man quickly. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Fired in from the red zone for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5? The extra point is blocked. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Motion from the wideout. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Wolverines. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Jones to throw. Makes the grab. It's Addison. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. And the Boilermakers want to move quickly. Motion from the wide receiver.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Offense lining up quickly.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Boilermakers are on the move.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle.
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Pulls it in, it's Addison. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Clemens. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Spins away from the defense. Got enough for the first down. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Gets it out fast. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Jones wants to throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. This guy is doing work on the outside, and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control. And you can tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Going to take a shot at this DB. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He's going to fire deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They're looking for an advantage to the right. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. Flips it out in the flat. Oh, he's got some space. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Spins away from one. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep They've got it down to the 21. Leaves it with the back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that...
Touchdown, Michigan! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. The Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Caught near the sticks. It's Addison. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Jones to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to sling it on second down. He's got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Wants to go up top. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Jones wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one.